Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for today. Um, you don't need today's handout. You will receive a link for it tomorrow when you receive the recording email. Read Live contains 4 powerful applications and 1 easy-to-use platform. Read Naturally Live, Word Warm-Ups Live, 1-Minute Reader Live, and Read Naturally Live Espanol. Any or all of these applications can be assigned to a student with a Read Live license. Read Naturally Live is our flagship program. The primary focus is fluency and phonics with additional support for vocabulary and comprehension. Word Warm-Ups Live focuses on phonics with support for fluency, spelling, and phonemic awareness. And Read Naturally Live Espanol is a Spanish language version of Read Naturally Live and is designed to help multilingual readers develop Spanish literacy skills. And finally, 1-Minute Reader Live's primary focus is fluency with support for vocabulary and comprehension. 1-Minute Reader Live doesn't require teacher involvement. It's a structured independent reading practice for developing readers of all ages. It's great for students to do at home or during independent reading time. So today I'm going to show you how to log into Read Live for the first time, how to navigate through Read Live, add or update your school, how to add staff and students, assigning students a Read Live license, a lead teacher, and access to any of the 4 programs based on the student's needs, and how to create a student password report. So now I'm going to log into my Read Live account as a new staff member. You'll receive an activation email from noreply@readnaturally.com with your login credentials. There'll be a link to readlive.readnaturally.com and then a user ID and a temporary password. When you log in for the first time, it will ask you to set a new password. And then you'll be asked to set a security question. And then you'll go to the Read Live homepage where you can go to the orientation resources page, which will give you information about getting started. It will give you your role that was set in Read Live and then your next steps to get going. So in the upper left corner, we have the main navigation menu. It's a drop-down format of what you'll see if you click on the home icon, the home page. The home page has a list of tiles, and each tile has bullet points that tell you exactly what you can do if you click on that tile. So to get started, we're going to go to Account and School Administration page, and pretty much the first 3 tiles are in the order that you need to go to set up the account. So I'll click on Account and School Administration. And when you first get started, your school name will say My School. I got a little ahead of myself. I apologize. So this gray box at the top is an account license summary. It will tell you how many licenses you have, how many are available, and when your Read Live subscription expires. It also, underneath that, it lists your account name, the main account contact, and then we have the schools. To add a new school, you just click on Add School. But when you get started, you'll have My School there. So to change or edit that name, you just go in and type in your school name. And then if you want to reserve licenses for just your school, you can do that. If it's just one school in the account, it's best to just leave it as use any available licenses. And then you'll just click Save and Close. Then we can go, after the schools are added, we can go to staff member administration. So like I said, you can go from the drop-down format or from the home page. So I'll click on staff member administration, and then you can add staff members. And to do that, you'll see tiles at the top of the pages that will allow you to do the different steps. So I'm going to click Add Staff Member, and then I will add my first staff member. Here we have a list of the different roles in Read Live, and across the page, the the X's are the basic permissions that this role would have. If you want a more detailed list, you can click on Learn More About Roles, and it has all the details that role has access to. So you'll choose the role that you want. Teachers and Read Live assistants can be, you can have them be able to work at all schools, or just choose the school that you want them to work at. Then you'll enter their email address. And then you'll verify that email. And their user ID will autofill to M, or to their first initial last name. So then you can save and add another, or save and close. And they'll receive an email similar to the one that you received with their login credentials. So once you're done, on our staff member page, I just want to show you a couple of things. The 3 horizontal lines, here you can filter by whatever criteria you want, and then just click apply, and it will bring up that list that is part of that. And then when you see the little funnel at the top, you'll know that there's a filter on. If you click reset, it will bring it back to where it was. You can also click on the column heading to sort. So you can do that on any pages that have these horizontal lines. So now I'm going to go to the student administration, where we can add students. So we'll go from the student administration to add students individually. We're going to go to the student setup page. So I'll click on that. At the top of the page is the button where I can add a student. So any field that has an asterisk will need to be filled in. Their status defaults to active. You'll choose their grade, their school, and you'll select a student user ID. Student user IDs need to be unique for each student. So it can be their lunch number or their actual school user ID. And an email address is helpful if you have it, but it's not necessary. Then you'll set a password. Passwords do not need to be unique. You can set it the same as their student user ID or anything, as long as it's 3 characters. Each student that will be working in Read Live will need to be assigned a Read Live license. So you'll toggle to yes, and then you'll select their lead teacher. And then they'll automatically be assigned access to Read Naturally Live and 1 Minute Reader Live. If you want to add Word Warm-Ups Live, our phonics intervention, or Read Naturally Live, our Espanol, our Spanish language version of Read Naturally Live, you'll just check those boxes. If you know they won't be using any of these, you can unselect any of them as well. And then the contact information, if you want to be able to email a parent or guardian from Read Live, you can enter their information. If you enter information in both contacts, they'll both receive that email. And then you can click on save and add another, or save and close once you've entered all that information. And here again, you can sort and filter by the different columns here at the top. So if I wanted to just look at my 3rd graders, I could apply that and then have just my 3rd grade list there. So now I want to show you how to print a password report. So if you go down to reports, there's a student roster report that you can print, or a student passwords. You'll see your list of students. Just check the box next to the students that you would like to view their passwords, or you can check the first box, hold the shift key, check the last box, and they'll all be selected, and then generate report for selected, and it will print that password report that will look similar to this. It will have the student's name, their grade, their user ID, and their password. And you can print it or just view it. So that was a brief navigation and setup demo. I do want to show you a couple of other pages. So let me just, I'm going to actually show you on here our Read Live help page you can get to by clicking on help at the bottom of the screen when you're on the Read Live page. The left side of the page has several helpful videos to walk you through setting up and then working through the different programs in Read Live. The right side of the page has valuable resources and links to help you with working through Read Live. There's job aids, there's fidelity checklists for each of the programs. It gives you the steps of the program, also tells you the optimal time and usage amount for your students and student to teacher ratio. At the top of this page, I wanted to point out our training tab. There are free online courses for staff members. We also have virtual seminars. There's a fee for that, and district and service center trainings. We also have student training videos. It's a short set of videos for all of the different programs, and we recently added a placement video for students as well. Each of the program videos also has an implementation guide for teachers. And then our webinars, which you are probably familiar with that since you've signed up for this webinar. And then I also wanted to point out our About Us tab where you can submit a review for any of the products, Read Naturally products that you're using. Our blog posts, there's a lot of helpful information on our blog posts. It's updated about once a week during the school year. And then also we have Star of the Month where you can nominate one of your students that has really done a great job using Read Live program or Read Naturally programs. Michelle, do we have any questions?
I don't have any questions that have come in yet, and it looks like we're just about a minute or so away from our ending time.
Okay.
So I think we'll take this opportunity to close and thank everybody for joining. We hope everyone learned something new today. Please follow Read Naturally on your favorite social media platform. And just a reminder that we will be sending out follow-up emails with links to the webinar recording in about 24 hours. Feel free to share the recording and please respond to our survey questions that appear on your screen after the webinar so we can continue to improve the educational experience for all of you and our future webinars. Thank you for your participation and enjoy the rest of your day.